Explain why neutral objects are attracted to charged objects. Your explanation should have all four scenarios: positive, negative charge in a neutral conductor or insulator. For the first problem, we have a positive charge in a neutral object. When the positive charge is placed in close proximity to the neutral object's charge will align itself so that the negative portion reacts with the positive charge. Note that protons do not move, only electrons, but for the sake of the visualization, it's drawn with the protons on the opposite side.
For the second one, it is a similar situation, except for this time we have a negatively charged object and the conductor. When the negatively charged object comes into close proximity with the conductor, the electrons again align themselves away from the negatively charged objects since opposites attract, and the same repels.
Okay, so for number 3, we have a positive source charge and then an insulator. And with insulators, charge moves a little less freely, and it's a little more difficult, but charges do move. So we can see again that with the positive source charge, the electrons will move a little bit to attract themselves to the positive charge, and it just won't move as greatly, so there won't be as strong of an attraction as if there would be with a conductor, but the electrons still do move a little bit, so there is that attraction.
For number 4, we have a negatively charged object and a neutral insulator. When they come into close proximity, there becomes a slight dipole, not as strong as for a conductor, because conductors, the electrons move freely throughout, but insulators, they don't move as much. So you see a slight dipole kind of toward the center with the positive charges. Again, this is a simulation of the drawing, but positive charges would interact more with the negative charge than the negative charges, which was repelled by the negative source charge.
Okay, so here we can see kind of like the flow of electrons a little bit, and we can see that with our cells, a conductor, or this piece of metal, we get a nice flow of electrons, and we can get a charge on this object right here. But, and the same with our cells, our fingers, but when we get something that's more of an insulator like this Play-Doh here, we still get somewhat of a flow of electrons. You can see that a little bit, but nothing nearly compared to like a good conductor or piece of metal or some human, I guess. Yeah, but we still get a little bit of a flow. So we can see that the electrons do move a little bit, but not greatly, and we can, yeah, so that's that.